We just got a letter. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Wonder who it's from?
No! 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 No!
October 3rd, 2020. Dear Mr. Jim Davis, I hope this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Let me start by expressing my deepest admiration for your creation, Garfield. I've been an unwavering fan for as long as I can remember, and your work has brought me immense joy throughout my life. Today, I want to share some thoughts and ideas that have been swirling around in my head. Now, firstly, I gotta confess, I've developed an extraordinary fascination with lasagna, just like our beloved Garfield. But my love for lasagna has grown into something truly magnificent. I've transformed my entire living space into a lasagna paradise. Every room is adorned with lasagna-themed decor. My furniture has been expertly crafted to resemble oversized lasagna noodles. Sleeping on a bed made of lasagna sheets is an experience beyond words, Mr. Davis, beyond language. It is the embodiment of Garfield's world and ours in all of its splendor. Some might call this synthesis. Now, in my quest to fully embrace the Garfield lifestyle, I have begun to dress up as the characters from your comic strip. Yes, the allegations are true. The accusations from the neighbors are true. I have been dressing up as an orange tabby cat, as a yellow drooling dog, as a man wearing a blue button-down shirt. Really, I don't get any weird looks from that one. But each day I don an orange cat costume, maybe every other day, maybe not each day, and embark on whimsical adventures, chasing after imaginary odies and engaging in delightful escapades. That's not a crime. There's nothing wrong with that. My home has become a stage where I engage in lively conversations with my pets. Playfully, I imagine them riffing with me or on me and keeping my boundless and hostile loneliness at bay. To me, it feels as natural as breathing. You know what I mean? But there's more. In my eagerness to deepen my connection with Garfield, I have ventured into the realm of Romani-style fortune-telling, where I, somewhat insensitively to their culture, push really hard on my closed eyes until I see colors. And then I study their intricate shapes to unveil glimpses of the future. Mr. Davis, it is remarkable how the contours of the colors whisper secrets awaiting to be discovered. I recently stumbled upon a shape, actually, that bore an uncanny resemblance to John Arbuckle's face. This was an unmistakable sign to me that a romantic encounter awaited me. Regrettably, it turned out to be a mix-up and the authorities were called. But such is the whimsy of life, Mr. Davis. I will continue to practice this technique despite the protesting of big ophthalmology. Fueled by my passion for all things Garfield, I've also taken it upon myself to create my own podcast featuring our lasagna-loving hero. Now prepare yourself for this delightful twist, Mr. Davis. What if we could educate the world on sensitive socioeconomic issues, but through the lens of your vision, through your deep expression of absentee working class pessimism brought to life in the form of Garfield the cat? I call it Garfinomics. Now, I trust you can appreciate the boundless enthusiasm and devotion I possess for your creation, Mr. Davis. Garfield has brought me to immeasurable heights. Unimaginable laughter and warmth has entered into my life, and for that, I am eternally grateful to you. Thank you for nurturing this colossal universe and giving us the chance to explore its marvelous idiosyncrasies. I'm wishing you continued success and inspiration, Mr. Davis. All the best. Yours sincerely, the host of the world's best official, unofficial, Garfield-based economics and politics podcast, Garfinomics. Welcome back to Garfinomics, the world's best official, unofficial, Garfield-based economics and politics podcast. I'm your host, and today for our economics portion, I just wanted to tell you. I didn't want to tell you. I wanted to talk with you. This is a conversation. This is a fun little conversation between you and me, the listener, and I. This is a conversation about the Biden student loan debt forgiveness, whatever people are trying to call it, however it's trying to be spun up. I am kind of perplexed because this really isn't, he's not really forgiving anything. This is a law that's been around for a long time. And they just noticed that the law wasn't being, certain people weren't being counted like they should be in this law. So they really haven't done anything. They just noticed that there was an inefficiency, and they plugged the hole that should have been plugged from the beginning. So really nothing happened. This is something that I learned when I was studying how to plan financials for people. This was something that was actually advocated for lower income people, was that, depending on your income and depending on your profession, after 20 or 25 years of payments to student loans, the loans would be forgiven. And that's something that's not always been there, but it's been there for a long time. That's a law that's been on the books for a long time. So they really didn't do anything. It's not like they created that law. So I was getting really annoyed at just sort of ignorant boomer people being like, oh, well, we should forgive auto loans now too. And it's like nothing happened. There were just people who were slipping through the cracks on this law that's been on the books forever. This is per CNN. The Biden administration announced Friday that 804,000 borrowers will have their student debt wiped away, totaling $39 billion worth of debt in the coming weeks due to fixes that more accurately count qualified monthly payments under existing income-driven repayment plans. Literally, I don't even need to go on. That's all that happened. They were undercounting the qualified monthly payments for people on those payment plans, which were already a thing. So the only thing that happened is these people were getting fucked over when legally their right was to have their debts forgiven in the first place. And they're like, oh yeah, you're right. Fixed. So don't come to me trying to talk like this is some revolutionary thing. For far too long, borrowers fell through the cracks of a broken system that failed to keep accurate track of their progress towards forgiveness, Education Secretary Miguel Cardano said in a written statement. That's it. I'm not even going to go on. I'm not even going to go on anymore. That's all you need to know. That's the end of the economics portion of Garfinomics today. Is there anything more to say about this? No. Okay. The only cool thing that Biden can do is get the $20,000 forgiven. But that kind of got thrown on the Supreme Court as an excuse to not do it, because I don't think that they actually wanted to do it. And the Democrats have a really cool way of, whenever they're supposed to do something or they've promised to do something, but they really don't want to do it because they're liberal capitalists, just like the Republicans are. They'll blame some obscure Republican congressman or something and be like, oh, we'd love to do the thing that we told you we'd do, but we can't because of that guy. He's ruining the whole thing. Yeah, oh. They stomp their foot on the ground like Tim Robinson in a sketch. They're like, if it only it wasn't for him. Sorry. And then the $20,000 in forgiveness, they did the same thing, but with the Supreme Court. They were like, oh, fuck. Are we actually going to do this? And then the suit came from those two nerds. And it went up to the Supreme Court. And the Democrats again were like, "Aw, shucks. Aw, if only there was a way to have prevented this. Aw, sorry. I really wanted to do that. We really wanted to forgive you. Oh, shucks. Well, better luck next time. Too bad. Our hands are crossed." So I'm not surprised. But, anyways, I just wanted to clear that up. And I'm going to read you guys some more letters that I've sent to Jim Davis over the years. So enjoy those. January 6th, 2021. Dear Mr. Jim Davis, I hope this letter finds you in good health and high spirits once again. As a devoted fan of your extraordinary work, I have a groundbreaking idea that I believe will take the Garfield comic strip to exhilarating new heights. Brace yourself, for what I'm about to propose will revolutionize the world of cartoon storytelling as we know it. Now imagine this. Garfield wakes up one fine Monday morning, or should I say one unfine Monday morning, to discover that lasagna has mysteriously vanished from the face of the earth. This could only have happened on a Monday. And yes, you heard me correctly. Lasagna, that delightful dish that symbolizes and materializes the deep gluttonous sin of man, has simply vanished. In response, our beloved orange cat embarks on a quest to find and fill that familiar hole inside of him. As Garfield travels, he befriends an erudite chef who has the ability to communicate with kitchen utensils. You heard me right. This is going to be a multi-panel Sunday strip, baby. We're getting in the weeds. Now together, Garfield and the chef embark on a journey through space and time, seeking clues about the whereabouts of the missing lasagna. In the final panel, the great god Anubis dutifully weighs the heart of the orange tabby cat on his just scale to determine Garfield's worthiness of entering the underworld of Duat, as John desperately shakes Garfield's limp body in our material world. Now I understand that this idea may seem a little far-fetched to some. Oh, you're going a little too far. But I assure you, it is a perfectly normal progression for the Garfield comic strip. It is a natural endpoint to the transient nature of the strip itself that becomes clear to the reader. And by exploring the wonders of lasagna-related mysteries, we can delve into the complex nuances of gastronomic adventures and inquiry. I firmly believe that this proposal aligns seamlessly with the established tone of the Garfield comic strip. It allows you to delve into uncharted territories, Mr. Davis. Uncharted territories of culinary intrigue, while maintaining the charm and wit that the readers have come to adore. The possibilities for laughter and engagement are boundless, and I am convinced that this hilarious idea will captivate and entertain fans with its unquestionable relatability. Whomst amongst us has not had our heart weighed on the great and just scales of the god Anubis? Thank you for considering my eminently sensible pitch, Mr. Davis. I eagerly anticipate your response to not only the comic strip pitch, but to all the others I've sent you throughout the years as well. I know it is a lot to digest, and I highly appreciate your dedication and consideration. Yours truly, the host of the world's best official, unofficial Garfield-based economics and politics podcast, Garfinomics. April 8th, 2022. Dear Mr. Jim Davis, it's me again. I have another extraordinary idea for a new 3-panel comic strip. Please allow me to present my thoughts within this letter, and I am sure you will be in awe of the fantastic new channels through which Garfield can reach out an orange hand to mankind. This is a 3-panel weekday strip. In the first panel, Garfield is presented with a lasagna of unprecedented proportions. I'm talking gigantic, Mr. Davis. Picture it. A colossal lasagna towering before him, filling the entire frame of the panel. Garfield's eyes widen with excitement and anticipation, and a mischievous grin spreads across his face. And John looks resigned and ashamed of himself for what he's done over in the corner of the panel. Now, in the second panel, Garfield dives into that gigantic plate of lasagna headfirst. We see him submerged within the layers of pasta, sauce, cheese, only his legs sticking out from one end. He is fully committed to embracing his animalistic and insatiable earthly desire with pure abandon, relishing in the experience. Now, finally, this is crucial. In the third panel, Garfield emerges, his body covered in what he thinks is sauce and noodles. He wears a contented smile on his face, a true expression of lasagna bliss. However, a doctor picks him up to snip his umbilical cord. Our hero has won only another spin on the wheel of samsara. That's right. He thought it was for one lifetime only. Boy, is he mad. Now, this 3-panel comic strip titled Garfield's Lasagna Adventure encapsulates the sheer joy and indulgence Garfield experiences in his eternal love for lasagna. It captures the essence of his insatiable appetite and his unyielding dedication to savoring every precious moment of life on this planet. Thank you once again, Mr. Davis, for your consideration of my idea. I wholeheartedly believe that these 3 panels will bring a smile to the faces of Garfield fans around the world, reminding them of the delightful charm that has made your creation a timeless classic. I know it has for me. With unwavering admiration and anticipation, the host of the world's best official, unofficial Garfield-based economics and politics podcast, Garfionomics. Well, happy Monday, folks. This episode is dropping. Well, I'll probably release it Monday for your lovely commute to work or to school or wherever you're going. You might have noticed a preview for an episode I did with the literature expert. That is a Patreon exclusive. As of now, we're going to be testing out the new Patreon system. That's right, folks. More episodes, more content, but behind a paywall because I need money for treats and snacks. I'm but a man. We're going to test that out. So if you're interested, even if you just want to test it out, just pay once, see if you think that's something that you're interested in, where you get more episodes, more content. It's just the only stipulation is that the more content is Patreon only. We're going to try and get some more regular guests on the show. It'd be nice to have a co-host. So I think I'm going to be on the hunt for a co-host in the coming months. And the show is going to evolve into a proper show. I do like how the proper Garfionomics, the Garfionomic heads out there, the ones with the good Karmonomics, I do like how you've sort of been able to see the progression of the show from a very mentally stable young man with nothing but a microphone and a dream sort of evolve into something more. Into an actual show, actually. We have actual branding now. We have actual content now. The guests don't suck. They're good. I love the guests. And it's really cool. I think it's really awesome that you guys get to see that and see that progression. It's really cool to see how this thing just sort of evolves over time. And I'm hoping to make it even better. The audio, I made a lot better. I realized my microphone for the past few episodes has actually been turned around the wrong way. And I'd been wearing blankets over my head to quote unquote reduce echo. That echo that I was hearing was actually just me speaking into the wrong end of my microphone. So that's pretty cool to find out. Pretty cool to find out that my microphone is actually good and normal, and I'm just an idiot. So I do like that. And that saves me some money, which is good. But we are going to look for a co host over the next coming months to bring some sort of regularity to the show and make it a proper show because you guys deserve it. The Garf heads out there, those in the Garfverse, you deserve nothing but the best. And I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to give you nothing but the best. February 6th, 2023. Dear Mr. Jim Davis, it's me again, Garfinomics. I hope you've been taking into consideration my prior letters, and I'm sure that my words bring you comfort as much as the daily Garfield comic strip has brought me such joy and pleasure in my life and such warmth. It's an extraordinary thing that you've created, Mr. Davis, and I congratulate you. 44 years of your vision becoming a success, and Garfield permeating into my life in a regular fashion. I now own several Garfield plushies. Sometimes I weep, Mr. Davis. Sometimes I fall to my knees and I weep. I think about John. I think about lasagna. I think about Odie. I think about Liz. I think about Nermal even. Yeah, I'm even thinking about Nerval. I'm even thinking about Nermal, Mr. Davis. That is the kind of reach that you have. Whatever happened to Lyle, by the way? I was thinking about Lyle. Anyways, I'm not going to hit you with another pitch again, Mr. Davis. I know that you have a backlog of, at this point, somewhere around 250 comic strip pitches that I've sent you. But I did want to write you again, just let you know that the world's best unofficial Garfield-based economics and politics podcast, Garfinomics, is going swimmingly. I'm going to start it again. I'm going to make it a new, improved program for the listeners. And I'm really going to see through your true vision of Garfield. I just want you to know that, Mr. Davis. Now, I am in a bit of a bind. Okay. So you may find the tone of this letter a little strange, a little peculiar, a little different from the previous ones. But the truth of the matter is that this is a phone call. I'm sorry. I am in Gen Pop again. Never mind that. I am in a location where I do not have access to a pen, as that could pose a danger to others potentially, or to myself. I am not allowed a pen where I am right now. And so I am having this letter dictated and sent to you by a trusted confidant of mine. I'm dictating through my daily phone call to them right now to get this letter into your hands. But my bond has been never mind that. I will be getting out of here pretty soon, and within the next few months. And I think that by the time I get out, I should be able to get up and running with Garfinomics again, which I know that you'll be happy to hear. And I'm wishing you the best. I'm not having the best right now. Just there's a lot of, there's a lot of characters. you know a lot about characters, I'm sure, Mr. Davis. I mean, hell, you create many, but there's a lot of unsavory characters where I'm at right now, and I'm sort of itching to get out of here. I had a point in a direction to this call, but there's somebody behind me, sort of tapping their foot. Could you give me a second? No, I'm doing a what? No, I'm dictating a letter to Jim Davis. Garfield? No, the fucking comic. The guy who wrote the comic, Garfield, the cat, the lasagna cat. Yeah, yeah. No, he reads them. Dude, shut up. Give me like 10, give me like 5 minutes. Give me like just 5 minutes, okay? All right. No, I know, I know. I know. I listen, just give me like 5 minutes. I'll wrap it up. We all get the same call, okay? All right. I'll be done in a second. All right. Thanks. All right. You didn't write any of that down, did you? That's not going in the letter? Okay, cool. All right. Where did we leave off? Mr. Davis, I'm continued to be inspired and motivated by your extraordinary creation, Garfield, and it brings a light to my life, and it gives me the energy I need to keep going every single day. And you know, sometimes life gets hard, sometimes life gets you down. Sometimes you feel like you don't have a purpose or a use. Sometimes you feel constrained, maybe even confined against your will by the state. Sometimes things can feel that way. And I just want you to know that there's a subtle humor and a subtle optimism that shines through the pessimism of that mischievous orange cat. And I really want you to know that. It's really illuminated things in my own life and made me come to terms with some things that I need to figure out about myself once I get out it. Things that I need to learn about myself that I think that I can learn, you know. And you know, also I've started making my own Garfield comic strips. I know that you've seen all my suggestions. I've started making my own Garfield comic strips by going to the library that I have access to for a very brief period of time. But I get to go there and I get to do some arts and crafts sometimes. And I've been making my own comics, and you know, I got to use the computer, and so I've been doing a lot of the comic strips on the computer. Now, unfortunately, they won't let me download any programs on it, but the computers do run on Windows, so I do have MS Paint. So I've just been using that. But I'm sure you can see the delight and the charm in the comics that I'm creating, and I'll be sure to see if I can. I don't know if I can email them out, but I'm sure I'll be able to download them and get them to you some way. So I really appreciate that. If you could check those out, give them a look, maybe make them official comics, that would be great. And yeah, anyways, my time is kind of running low on this call, so I think my time is actually up. The guard is kind of giving me a no. I'm done. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Yours truly, the host of the world's best official, unofficial Garfield-based economics and politics podcast, Garfinomics. Okay, I'm done. March 29th, 2023. Dear Mr. Jim Davis, I hope this letter finds you in excellent spirits today. I am, as you know, Garfinomics. I continue to be an avid fan of your esteemed creation, Garfield. I would like to share another innovative idea for a new 3-panel comic strip. Please, Mr. Davis, allow me to present my thoughts and suggestions. Picture this. In the first panel, Garfield is peacefully napping on his favorite spot. As he snoozes, a mischievous lasagna slice sprouts from his arms and legs, which unnerves Garfield. He thinks he's losing his mind. He thinks he's dreaming. He's slapping himself in the face. He's like, wake up, wake up. This can't be real. This can't be happening. In the second panel, the animated lasagna slice playfully tries to tiptoe away, hoping to escape Garfield's sleepy clutches. Now, Garfield has since calmed down at this point. He's recognized this is reality. The slice of lasagna has separated it from his material body, running away, right? As we've established in the prior panel. And now he is overcome with desire. He suddenly opens his eyes in a calmly fashion. And in the final panel, he swiftly grabs that lasagna slice with a lightning quick paw, ensuring it remains within his grasp. The mischievous lasagna slice looks sad, defeated, hopeless. Realizing its escape plan has been foiled, and it will now be subsumed, Vor style, into the belly of Garfield. Now, this concise yet captivating comic strip would offer a whimsical twist to Garfield's love for lasagna. It combines the mundane with the fantastical, portraying Garfield's eternal quest to protect his beloved meal, as well as subsume it. Therein lies the issue, Mr. Davis. We see the things that come before, and we either agree or disagree. But very rarely do we do a third secret mystery choice thing, which is to subsume those things. To say yes, but, or yes, and. Yes, and, Mr. Davis. The punchline lies in Garfield's cleverness and unwavering dedication to remaining sane. Now, I believe this 3-panel comic strip entitled the Lasagna Chase would enthrall readers with its peculiar charm. It captures the essence of Garfield's personality, Mr. Davis, and showcases his innate ability to outsmart even the liveliest of lasagna slices. Thank you, Mr. Davis, for your kind consideration of my idea. Once again, I have the utmost confidence in your artistic expression to bring this delightful concept to life, continuing to entertain Garfield enthusiasts across the globe. You are the best. Your remarkable creation has brought immeasurable joy and laughter to countless lives, including my own, and I am certain that this new venture will add yet another layer of mirth to the beloved Garfield legacy. With utmost admiration and anticipation, this has been your fan, the host of the world's best official, unofficial Garfield-based economics and politics podcast, Garfinomics.